All right, so over the weekend, I recorded some more practice matches, and I'm gonna be honest before we even get into it. I really didn't feel like shooting pool, but I told myself I need to be more consistent. It's one of the easiest ways for me to clear my mind, and if you practice, every weekend or every week, you stay consistent. You don't have those moments where you have to completely warm up again. So this is the first rack. I remember this rack. We're kind of just letting our arm loose. We do shoot I think it's the two ball in the side pocket to start us off. And then after that, I think we take two more shots that are kind of just, letting our arm loose. So we're going to shoot, I believe, either the 9 or the 5 into that bottom right. Yeah, we shot something into the bottom right. And we didn't make it, but since it is sitting in the pocket, it is now a get out of jail free card. So we can always come back to that in case we get stuck during our run and just make more progress. The next thing we're going to try to bank this 3 ball, and as you can see, hit that bank way too hard. But after that, we kind of said, okay, let's make some shots. So the 9 goes in the bottom left. We almost scratched in the side pocket, but we are back in the middle of the table, so we have more options. Next, we're going to start shooting some things at that top left pocket, I believe. Yep. We shoot 1 ball over there. Now we're going for the actual 1 ball, same pocket. And again, we kind of just want to get back to that center line of the table just so we have more options moving forward. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to combo the blue into the red that's in the pocket. Yep. And by the way we hit it, the blue isn't really in a bad spot, but that 8 ball is in a bad spot. So we're going to try to hit that now. We're going to stun this up, and hopefully it nicks the 8 ball, because that was the only cluster that was still on the table. And I knew that at some point I had to hit it, so I was going to keep hitting balls and trying to go in that direction until it was broken up. So now everything kind of has a pocket, and we really shouldn't have too much more work to do. Now it's just getting down and actually making shots. As I can see, I'm loading up the top spin on this shot, and we were close, but again, since it's so close, it's now a get out of jail free card. But I believe after this, we just do some simple shots. We drew that back a little bit. We're gonna knock this in the bottom left, coming across table, and I believe that is the last time we scratch on this rack. Right, we are no longer itchy, so we're gonna smack a bank in. For some reason, I like to shoot bank shots after I scratch a ball in hand, even though that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take the easiest shot or a setup shot to break out your problem ball. But knock that ball on the top right. We're going to hit the green and then come back to where our hand is with the ball. Right, we come back to where our hand is. Now we can just hit this purple ball with some top inside, and we'll go 2 rails up and get an easy shot on the 8 ball, if I remember correctly. Yep, that looks about right. Top inside, 2 rails. We're going to knock this in, and then we're going to move on to the next rack. Like I said, all the racks that I posted are not all the racks I shot. I shoot normally about 20 racks. I record after the first 5-ish because I'm slightly warmed up. And then towards the end, I just kind of stop shooting because either I'm hungry, I'm done shooting, and I can see that the quality of my shots are going down, or I just have other things to do. So now we're on rack 2. Biggest thing that is the, I guess, limiting factor in my game right now is the break shot. And as always, if you guys have some tips and tricks, or you want to let me know someone I can go study to get better at the break, please drop it in the comment section below. I'm a student to the game. I love getting better. I just enjoy shooting. So here we go. Start off this rack. I don't really remember this one, but I can say that my form is looking good. That 90 degrees is supposed to make with your back arm. I used to not do that at all. I used to just hit the balls as hard as I could. I wouldn't follow through, or sometimes I would follow through way too much. But we're getting more consistent now that we're slowly getting back in the game. So we're going for another side pocket. And let's see, what are we going to do here? What should we do here? Okay, we're going to go for this combo, a little bit of top. Okay, it's not bad. We could go for the 3 right now as well. But let's see what we decide. Okay. So we tried to bank the 3. Now, We probably didn't have to, but knowing me, I like banks. And if I see a bank that looks like it's lined up, I'm probably going to shoot at it. Alright, so we hit this ball, kind of get back to that middle box of the table so we have more options. Pull it up on a little bit of the top. And now everything kind of just has a pocket. There aren't any real hard shots, I would say, as long as I don't move too many things around. But let's see what we do. Okay, getting back to the center of the table like I just talked about. Lock this in, we're going to draw it back. Draw it back, but our draw stroke could have been a little better. We put more oomph in that instead of more finesse. Could have hit a little bit lower on that ball. And I think we missed this one because this looks familiar. Yeah, we tried to cut that one and we didn't cut it just right. Scratch, but the good thing about it is I'm playing the ghost. So scratch means ball in hand. And what I should do is take a moment, look at what's on the table, shoot what needs to be shot, and then run out. So we're going to shoot this to the bottom left. Right, we're gonna knock this inside. Okay. Now we're gonna hit this 3 ball. We're gonna come around the, I guess, the 9 ball, so we can hit it in the same pocket. Knock this bad boy in, and then we should just be cutting the 8 ball back to the corner at the top left, and that should be another rack in the books. Yes, sir. So, just so everyone knows, the reason that I record my matches so I can see my form, I can see what shots I'm good at, I can see what shots I'm bad at. And overall, my goal is just to get a little bit better every single day. This is going to be a longer rack. I'm pretty sure I put the long one in the middle. This is where we have a new character. And I say character for a reason. Enter the pool world. Well, not the pool world, but my pool world, right? We're going to meet Andrew during this rack, and he is definitely someone who likes to tell jokes, right? I'm probably not going to let you guys hear what he says because it may not be appropriate for everyone, but he definitely likes to talk about the parts of the table as if they were parts of people, and I'll leave it at that. So let's get into this rack. We break the ball, we make one in the top right, and there are a lot of clusters on this rack, so it might be a little bit of a challenge. Like I said, this is going to be one of my longer racks, so we have plenty of time. So let's see how we start this off. We see this weird 4-ball combo, and we said, why not? Right, we hit it hard. We do make a ball, but we also make a big cluster at the bottom, which is going to need to be addressed if we plan on not being on this rack for 10 plus minutes. Right, the goal is kind of just to finish the racks as quickly as possible because it means we're being efficient. And that right there, I wish I could go back, but I tried to do a timing shot where you hit the object ball over to the wall and then you come back and try to hit it fast enough. It didn't work. So it sounds nice, but it just didn't work. But here we go. We're going to address the cluster at the bottom. We'll hit this from the top and break everything out. And now it is a little bit easier, but there still is a lot of work to do. So let's see where we start. We're going to hit this 1 ball in the top left. And unfortunately, the cue ball decides to give the 1 ball a high 5 right after it's gone in the pocket, which in my experience is not very helpful. So we get ball in hand, we kind of let it roll up, and we go for this combo. I believe it's the 5 to the 2, not the 5 to the 2, 3 to the 2. And then we're like, okay, is there anything else on this other side? And we see another combo. So we used to hate combos, to be honest. We used to be afraid of them because it's like they have to be so perfect. But now we're at a point where we just shoot the shot that needs to be shot if we know how to do it. So now we're going to get this 5 ball out of there. And unfortunately, the cue ball goes in the side pocket. Now, enter Andrew. If you look on the right side of the screen, you're gonna hear him talking about that pocket. And if you shoot pool, you know that the pockets, the side pockets specifically, have points, right? And they're called multiple different things besides points. But I'm gonna let you guys use your imagination because Andrew loves to refer to the table as human body parts. So he then comes over and he's just starting to tell me jokes about the table, jokes about how if I would have just, touched that point a little more, I would have been able to see success. After that quick conversation, and I'm still laughing in my head, I take a shot, completely miss it, completely whiff it, because I'm not locked back in just yet. So now we're taking a moment, we're looking, we're saying, okay, let's get back in action. So we shoot the ball to the top right, and now we're pretty much in a spot where we can make things happen. We're gonna shoot this ball and prepare to try to bank the stripe back to the top right pocket. If it would have had more space, we could have just cut it to the bottom right. You look at the screen, but we said, hey, it's pretty much lined up for this bank. We bank it straight back. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You don't have to hit it too hard. Now everything has a pocket. We just hit things in and keep it simple. Right, we came across. Now we should be able to cut this, but I think we decided to bank it and we missed it. I'm pretty sure, yep. Just the way I was lined up didn't look like that bank was going in. I'm pretty sure I didn't put enough English to spin the ball, and I just put more force on the ball, trying to just pepper it in. Alright, now that right there was just a bad shot. I could have hit that a lot softer, been at the top of the table, and wouldn't have to worry about any of these next few shots that I'm about to take on this ball, right? That first bank, I don't know what I thought I was doing or who I thought I was, but I'm not that person, right? Especially not this far into my practice match. Mind you, I didn't have a really big practice, and my battery just kind of runs low. This is kind of when I play my best pool, weirdly enough. But here we go. This is a double. I'm going to bank it so that it goes into that top right, not top right, bottom right corner. And this is actually a shot that I posted as a short because I thought it was pretty cool. I'm actually going to hit this 8-ball. It's going to get stuck in the pocket, but the cue ball is going to go 3 rows around and hit it in. And if you watch the short, you'll hear Andrew in the background say, "Oh, I saw that trick shot. Oh, I saw that trick shot. I like that. I like that trick shot." And he's just hyping me up, but he's pretty cool. Like I said, cool old dude, just having fun. All right, so now we're on to the next rack. Did we get a big break? Decent break. We had one ball go down. And I'm not gonna lie, I think these last 2 racks go by pretty quickly. I think I mustered up the last bit of my skill before I had a skill issue, and was like, okay, the sooner I get this done, the sooner I can play. So we're gonna smack this into the side pocket. Hits with some pace. We're still in the center of the table, and just kind of, I guess, a rule of thumb. You're in the center of the table, you have a lot of options. You can kind of see everything. So now we hit that. So we can get the cue ball to the bottom of the table. And now we're going to play 3 shots for the 3 balls that are on this bottom rail. That's the first one. We're going to do that next one. We hit it a little bit soft. A little tap, a little de-acceleration. Now we're going to hit the last ball that's on the bottom rail. I believe we're going to try to get to that middle. Probably going to point at it. That's where we want to be. And we don't get there. But we still get ourselves in a decent spot so that we have options. Now, I believe, actually, I don't know. What do we do next? Is there like a whole day? Okay. Right. Almost hit that side pocket. Okay. another shot in the bottom right. We stun this so we can stay in the middle. What we got here? We're thinking. We're loading the buffer. Okay, I switched to top, so that means I'm trying to get on that 5 ball. If I would have hit bottom, I would have stayed in the middle. And I would have had to shoot the 1 in the top left, but we hit this 5, so we get that done. Now we can go into the side pocket again. And now, side pocket, we should be hitting the 1 in the top left next, if I remember correctly. And then the stripe should be coming down to this bottom right corner, if I remember correctly. It kind of looks familiar, but I'm not gonna lie. A lot's happened between these practice matches. This shot. So I should have shot it to the bottom right with a little bit inside so I can stay. But no, being me, and I'm being slightly tired, I'm gonna try to bank it. See, I'm lining up a bank. And I can just tell that I do not make this shot because it's not the shot I was supposed to take. Yeah, I deserve that. But once you miss a shot, you have 1 shot to redeem yourself. Let's see if I can redeem my pride. Okay, we hit it. We bring it down table. We do overrun it. So now we have to bank it. I think I'm actually going to try to go to that side pocket, and unfortunately you'll see that it hits both of the points and goes into the opposite side, which in this practice match, okay, cool, but in an actual game we call that a loss because I would have to call the pocket. Now on to the next rack. I think this is the last one that I have in this batch from our practice sessions. We're honestly pretty tired, ready to go, kind of hungry, but practice is practice and it has to get done. Someone has to do it. Like they say, who is going to carry the boats? So break was okay, could be a lot better. We do have some shots, so we're gonna knock those out now. Right, one to the bottom corner. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember this right now. We're doing a ring to the top left. Okay, we'll get up this little cluster. Okay, let's knock this out. Interesting shot. Could have done any other English and got a little further, but we still have shots, so it's fine. Okay. Now that shot was bad. Put too much pepper on it, but I believe the ball in the corner pocket still goes. We smack that in, and we actually break out that little cluster in the middle of the table. All right. 2 to the top corner. That was good. Let's knock out one of these other corner balls. Hopefully we don't hit it too hard and jar it in the pocket. We hit it too hard and jar it in the pocket. All right. It's almost as if I shot this shot before, and I kind of knew what was about to happen. We cut the 3 ball, top left. This goes on the side. This is gonna go top right. We're gonna hit it a little bit top. Now we're gonna knock this other ball top left. We're kind of just going around the table right now. This one on. Well, we knocked in the side pocket actually, and we broke the 8 ball off, which was perfect because it was in a weird spot. So now we can try to bring this down the rail. Oh no! Hold up. Okay, I don't remember that bang. That was good though. This is gonna go to the top left. That way I have position on the last 2 balls. Yep, it just flew in. Now we're gonna hit this with a little bit of bottom inside to just drag it across the table. 8 ball, same pocket. Should be simple, nothing crazy. Don't overdo it. Don't try to bank this last ball. The old me would try to bank every shot. There we go. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. And with that, I think that was actually the last rack. Yeah, I think I went to go put the house cue back on the rack, and I'm about to break down my cue. But let me guys know what you think. Do y'all like this form of content where I do a voiceover? And I do have a new mic, which the video should drop tomorrow, so you guys can see what I bought and how it works. But I'm realizing that I didn't even use the cue that I bought on Amazon, and I actually need some suggestions. What's a good playing cue, right? I'm not trying to spend thousands of dollars, but what's a decent cue? And if you can, tell me a good break cue as well, because I don't have one at all. I truly just pick up a house cue and just start shooting because it's heavy enough for me to like it. So I appreciate y'all for watching.